quantum physics has finally caught up to what mystics like Neville Goddard were teaching all along, that your consciousness doesn't observe reality, it creates it. Every possibility already exists right now. And the version of you who already has your desires, it's not out there. It's a frequency that you can tune into right now. Every potential version of your life already exists right now. The wealth, the love, the freedom, the peace, it's all here in infinite possibilities. You don't have to force it into being. You simply tune into it. In this video, I'm breaking down manifestation through quantum physics, how energy, observation, and belief literally shape your world so you can stop hoping and start consciously creating. If you're new here, hello, I am your Muse Traci. On this channel, I teach you how to merge the science and spirituality of manifestation to peel back the false programming, limiting beliefs, and return to the truth of who you truly are and effortlessly manifest every aspect of your life. Let's get into the video. So for centuries, mystics and spiritual teachers have said, you create your reality. And now science is proving it. Quantum physics has revealed that the universe isn't a solid, fixed thing. It's not something that's just happening. It's a field of infinite energy, constantly responding to observation, or you're the observer. And you, the observer, are the one collapsing those infinite possibilities into the reality you experience. That means manifestation isn't a mystical, cosmic way of viewing your life. It's literally how it works. You've been manifesting your entire life. You just didn't know it. You were doing it all along, but you just didn't know you were doing it. At the smallest level of reality, below atoms, below particles, everything is pure energy. This energy exists as waves of potential. Think of the quantum field as an ocean of infinite versions of you. The version of you who already has the love, the success, the peace, the health, the physical appearance, the amount of money, everything. They all exist as energetic possibilities. When you focus on one version with emotion, belief, and sustained attention, you collapse that wave into form. You're not attracting anything. You're selecting out of the field of infinite possibilities through frequency alignment. In quantum experiments, when scientists observe particles, the particles behave differently than when they are unobserved. They literally change based on expectation, on the expectation of the observer and the attention of the observer. That's the observer effect, and it explains manifestation perfectly. Your consciousness is the observer. Whatever you assume to be true, whatever you expect, begins organizing itself around that assumption. You constantly observe, if you constantly observe lack, you collapse lack in your reality. If you observe love, you collapse love in your reality. And by collapse here, it means that you bring that wave potential into particle form. You collapse the wave into the particle state. That's why Neville said, the world is yourself pushed out. Everything is responding to you. You're not the effect of your reality. You are literally the cause. So, how do you tune into the version of you that already has it? You do this through assumptions and feeling. Every emotion carries a frequency. When you feel lack, you're tuned to the reality where you don't have it. You're tuned to the reality where lack exists. When you feel fulfillment, gratitude, peace, you're tuned to the reality where it's done. You have it. It's fulfilled. You don't force the 3D to change. You simply change your frequency. And the 3D reality simply mirrors back your new state. That's why feeling is the secret. Emotion isn't a side effect, as most believe, to your circumstances. It's the language of creation. And this isn't about suppressing emotion and only allowing positive emotions. That's not how this works, and that's not ever what I'm teaching on this channel. If you have unwanted negative emotions, they just need to be processed through the technique of letting go. That's the emotional processing that I teach. And, you know, there's this big misconception that, oh no, negative emotions are going to create negative things. No, that's not how it works. And when you suppress those negative emotions, you're just perpetuating negative things in your reality. So it works the opposite of what we've sort of been taught. So you're not gluing wings onto a caterpillar, as I've said in a recent video, when you're trying to create your reality. You're not taking caterpillar and you want the caterpillar to become a butterfly, so you just glue some wings on. That's not what you're doing. You are completely transforming into a different being by shedding the old programming, the old layers that were never yours to begin with. And again, this is exactly what I teach my one-on-one clients to do in my one-on-one monthly coaching program. So, how do these two things merge, the science and the spirituality? Quantum physics gives us the mechanics, energy, frequency, observation, and Neville gave us the method, imagination, feeling, and faith. Together, they describe the same law. Consciousness creates reality. When you imagine something vividly and emotionally, your brain and body fire the same neural pathways as if it's happening in your physical reality. You're literally rehearsing that version of reality into existence. Your subconscious receives that repetition as evidence. And because the subconscious runs the 3D, it begins rearranging everything to match. This is not fake. Fake it until you make it. It's feel it until it's real. Real. Here's why many people struggle with manifestation and how they get it wrong, and they don't get the results consistently. They think the right thoughts, but still feel the wrong feelings. And I've been talking about this so much. It's because you're holding one identity, the old identity, trying to think the right thoughts to create something, and then when you create something, then you'll be able to shift your identity. That never works. And it's a simple, quick explanation for why so many struggle. So they visualize abundance while embodying fear and lack. They affirm love while feeling unworthy. Again, this is what I was talking about before. You'll need to let go of the old identity completely, right? The caterpillar, you have to let that dissolve completely. It has to, as Neville says, you have to let the old man die. You have to let the old identity go completely before building the new one. Now, in quantum terms, when you try to layer the new over the top of the old, that's basically static. The frequency isn't clear. The field doesn't respond to words, it responds to your state or your feeling. So when your state is mixed, trying to get the right words, but really feeling doubt, need, frustration, you keep collapsing conflicting realities. The moment you shift into emotional alignment, calm, certain, fulfilled, your frequency stabilizes. That's when manifestation can lock in, and it locks in quickly. So let's talk about 4 steps, my magic number, 4 steps on how to consciously manifest using this understanding in this video. So step number 1, decide your desired reality. You have to get clear on exactly what it is you want. Get specific, not necessarily in the details, but in the feeling. What does that version of you feel like? The one that has it already. Practice this feeling as much as possible. Bring yourself back to it as often as you can through remembering or through techniques, whatever works for you. How you get there isn't really important. It's whatever works for you. Step number 2, tune in through visualization. Close your eyes and experience it as now. Engage all your senses, as many senses as possible, so you hear, you see, you touch, you breathe, you smell. Try to incorporate them all to make your visualization that much more of a vivid, real, lived experience. Step number 3, you hold that frequency that you achieved in your visualization. Feel it until your body believes it. And when you feel it's done, you carry that with you through the rest of your day. And I like to call it, it's like a touchstone. So you go into that visualization deeply, you create this visceral lived experience, and then as you go through your day, you use that as a touchstone. You touch on that memory of that feeling and, bring yourself back to that feeling very quickly and almost effortlessly, and go on with your day. Step number 4, return to the state daily. So make this a practice. Throughout your day, when old thoughts creep in, gently tune back to already having it. It's already done. Keep going back to that frequency. It's not about having that frequency for forevermore. And, if you lose it, oh, you messed up, you ruined it. It's not like that. It's just that when you do lose it, which is normal, by the way, you bring yourself back to your desired frequency. So that's how you retrain your energy field. You become the cause and not the effect of your reality. The real mastery isn't just knowing this, it's embodying it, it's being it, it's living from it, right? We have to do more than just know this information. And again, that's exactly what I help my clients to do in my one-on-one coaching program. The one who knows that reality bends to their inner state, that's where you want to live. You want to live as the one that knows everything is responding to you, because it is, whether you know it or not. But again, if you want to do this consciously, you have to drop into that knowing. Neville said you can't persist in a state and not externalize it. It's not possible. So it's your only job to keep going back to the state again and again and again. Your job isn't to fight the 3D, it's to persist in the knowing that your consciousness is the only cause and the only reality. When you reach that level of faith, that level of quiet, calm, unshakable, stability and knowing within yourself, manifestation becomes effortless, which is exactly the outcome that my clients achieve when they go through my coaching program, because they've peeled back those layers that keep them, bouncing back, keep them in this wobbly state. They just got rid of those layers, and it's a permanent shift, by the way. This shift that I help my clients achieve, it's permanent. There's no going back from that. So it's no longer how do I make it happen? It's how could it not? You have this easy expectation, this knowing that of course this is done. And this happens long before there's any physical evidence in your 3D reality. So remember, manifestation is not mystical and cosmic and just a positive thinking way of viewing reality. It's not. It's literally how life works, whether you know it or not consciously. It's energy responding to awareness. Quantum physics calls it the observer effect. Neville calls it imagination. I call it you remembering your power and the truth of who you really are. When you understand that every possible reality already exists and all you have to do is tune into it and accept it as true for you, you stop hoping and you start operating as the creator, the powerful creator of your reality. If this video resonated for you, be sure to hit the like button. Definitely leave me a comment down below and tell me in the comment, what are you choosing to tune into? What are you tuning into and practicing knowing to be true for yourself? And if you're ready to go deeper, to merge the science and spirituality of manifestation and to start embodying this knowing, to go from just knowing to being, then that's exactly what my one-on-one coaching program is for. That's where we reprogram your subconscious identity, collapse the old timelines, and activate the version of you who effortlessly creates everything you desire in your life. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.